us a little bit about each player.
Alright, so Cadence is a quarterback and a utility player. Last year she played a little bit more receiver, and this year we're looking at a receiver on both sides of the ball. Sophia Marquez, she played a lot of linebacker, middle linebacker, got some interceptions for us and got a few pick sixes actually. And this year, looking for her to do the same and then also play some receiver. And then Sierra played mostly quarterback. She was our starting quarterback, QB1 over there. And looking for her to build upon her knowledge of the game because it was new for all of us. And so I'm excited to see them grow in the game.
What attracted you to coach girls flag football? Because here in Arizona, this being the first year of it being a certified sport, as you said last spring, going through the practice, what drew you to coach the girls side?
So I compete through travel ball and through the men's leagues here in Arizona. I go to Tampa just about every year to compete against the best players in the nation. So once I saw the job was open, I had to take it, or at least I was.
Okay, so brief one, why flag football? Why flag football?
I grew up a lot playing football with my dad's side, and then I was cheerleading because there wasn't really many options. And then my freshman year coming into the mountain, I found out I wanted to flag football, so I just wanted to my main sport is softball, so I've always enjoyed the everything you have to go through as an athlete, the training, the practices, the hard times, but it's really fun to win games with the team. So I just wanted to try something new, and then when I found out Juice was coaching, it just made it an easier decision to do that.
Why?
He has made a great culture, and he has a certain way of delivering how he wants us to do things without it seeming like demanding. So it makes it really fun. When I was young, I played basketball. I always enjoyed it. And I played with my dad. I played with my best friends. And then I got into high school, and my dad wanted me to play tackle. So I was like, okay, that's good. I started playing other sports. I was sports. And I played basketball, which is my assistant coach. So when I found out there was a flag football team, I was like, yeah, I'm good at it. And yeah, it's been a blast. It was just such a good experience.
What he refers to as QB1. It's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in some ways I lead the team, and I kind of have to. So when I'm out there, I feel a lot of pressure, but it's nice because I can depend on everyone else too. And we all come to a consensus, and I love playing.
What about the other high schools within your district? You know the girls, you guys know each other's strengths and weaknesses?
I would say we know some of their best players, so we know a lot of their strengths. I feel like we don't know their weaknesses yet. We've only played only a few names.
Want to address that question about knowing other girls?
I know a few of the Mountain View girls through softball, but otherwise, yeah, I'm new to the Mesa district, so I'm still, meeting new people, new coaches, so it was really fun to see new faces and play against some girls who are competitive and want to No, we're just all learning together as a team and just as a whole new sport all together, so I'm just excited for the season.
What does it do when you see the boys play, and you guys now have your team? Is there a closer bond because it's the same sport now? Like there's always been girls and boys basketball. There's been track. There are teams you get close together, but now you are on the same field doing the same thing, except it's not tackle, it's flag. Is there a different feel towards the guys and what they're doing on Friday nights?
There's definitely a difference in what they do compared to what we do, but it's definitely nice that we are now included in a sport that has always been for men, for boys in high school. But there definitely is, you can see the struggle that they go through as well when we used to go outside and practice in the field and everything. But it's still, we show respect to them because of how much that they put on as a team, as much as they want to. I get more nervous to tell people I play flag football sometimes, just because, not that it's frowned upon, but it's kind of like, taken as a joke, taken lightly I feel sometimes because it's not tackle, you're just playing flag. So last season I actually tore everything in my leg, and when I told people it was through flag football, I was like, really, you messed up through flag football? And it's like, why does that shock you? Like, yeah, it's a sport that injury is common, you know, so, but it was frowned upon because, you know, it is for boys, so for girls to be doing it, it's kind of, I feel like maybe an ego trip for some people, I don't know, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it, so. Are we talking about like the difference between boys football and girls? Just like
Friday nights, like respect, like you did not respect, and now you're out there trying to sport too, you get the struggle for it.
I mean, like, Friday nights will always be different. Everyone goes to those games. You know, we have like our parents in the stands. Yeah, like, I feel like boys football is just like so fun to watch, and it's at night, like you said, and ours is in the middle of the day at like 4. Like, no one really wants to sit out in the hot sun, but I don't really think we have to like show others like that our sport is just as cool, like, because we have fun, and I think that's what matters.
Great answer. Anything else you want to add about your team this year, Coach? And we'll let you go off this question, and you guys can go blow your tokens or just kill the machines. Anything else you want to add about your team?
I don't really have much to add. We're just really excited to compete for a state championship. I mean, just the fact that we're competing for a state championship now is like, to me, is everything. So
that's cool. Enjoy your media day. Thanks for coming up. Good luck this season. Get your tokens and get out of here. Good job. Were you nervous? Nah. Piece of cake. Up next, Red Mountain Boys. Come on up, Red Mountain Boys and Coach. Coach is here. Tokens are coming. Look out. All right, Red Mountain Boys and Coach, let's just go right off the top. Your season, it gets started. General thoughts on your team.
Yeah, so this group of guys, we have a really, really tight-knit senior group. I'm really excited for it. We're a tough, gritty team. It's one of the most bonded teams that I've ever, since 2003, whether I was playing or coaching here, it's one of the most bonded teams that I've had. And that says a lot about like the seniors that we have. So I'm super excited. We'll bring the physicality every Friday or Thursday when we play, and they're completely bought into our culture and what we're about.
Who do you have here with you today? Let's go down the line.
Yeah, so I'll go down the line here. We have our starting quarterback here, Kyle Heap. Next to him is our defensive end, Seth Barron. And then at the far end, we have running back, linebacker, Carson Mauderer.
Your season, talk about your schedule. You're going to go out of state. A little bit about your schedule and how it lays out.
Yeah, so our schedule, we start off, we get to actually play a Mesa opponent, Mesa High. We saw them last year in the quarterfinals. And then we head off to California to play in the Honor Bowl. We take on Helix. We got some film on them. We also get to play Westwood, which is another Mesa school. It's nice to play a few of the Mesa schools. And then our region, we had a tough region, but last year we won the region. We were picked by a lot of the media outlets to place last in the region. I think our kids kind of take a lot of pride in, we don't follow rankings, but when we get picked to be last in the region, they take it. They have a chip on their shoulder. We kind of have a bit of a gauntlet, but our kids are excited. We want to play the best in the state, and we have an opportunity to do that.
Go down the line on each player. Why are they here? Tell me a little bit about them.
Yeah, so this is Kyle Heat. All these guys are senior captains. They were all voted up at camp by their teammates. So that's the main reason they're here. I mean, they're respected by their coaches, but also their peers. All of them play a huge role, not only on the field, but what we represent off the field. They're great student athletes. They all got really good grades. They're great kids at the school. They help mentor our freshmen. And then on Fridays, they all are starting. I mean, some of them are going to play both ways. So You'll see their names called a lot on Friday nights, but more importantly, they are what our culture and our school represents.
Each individual, if you could give a thumbnail on that.
Yeah. So first here is Kyle Heap, starting quarterback. He's a dual threat kind of quarterback. He could do a little bit of everything. He started some games last year for us. Smart. Again, he's got the team bought into him, which is huge for a quarterback. He knows our offense really well. He could play any position on our team, actually. I mean, he's that much of an athlete. Next is Seth Barron. Seth Barron started for us last year. I think he was the defensive MVP in our first game out in California. Tore his ACL our second game, first quarter. He's worked his butt off to get back, and he's a kid that he might be able to play both ways for us. He's our leader on our defense, and again, a captain. And then at the end down there, we have Carson. Carson right now is a two-way starter. He's our starting running back, and he's an outside linebacker. If you watched any of our games last year, he played running back last year. He averaged over 5 yards a carry, and then he's all over the field on defense. But they all individually represent that tough, team-first mentality, which is what we preach all the time.
Let's go down the line here. For you guys, what do you like most about this team coming into this season?
Okay, yeah. I like how very bonded our team is, and I think that at camp we built a very strong connection, and the senior class is probably I don't know one of our best classes. I feel like everyone at our school has kind of slept on us, but yeah, I'm really excited for the season, and I feel like all of them could say the same, but yeah.
So I just want to say, what was the question again? I'm completely. Oh, okay. So I just like how we're very bonded and everything from at camp. Some of us coming in not knowing each other as well. We really, got to know each other, lived in the same cabins together. Pretty much did everything together for a couple of days. So I'm just really excited for that, and I feel like we have really good leadership in this team, and that will help us a lot through some of our games and everything that's going on. So yeah.
I would say that I love how hungry we are. We went to the semifinals last year and also the year before, in which we were a part of those teams too against Highland, and we lost both of them in the semifinals, and we came up short. And I like how hungry we are in the weight room on practice. Everybody wants it. Everyone's going for that one goal, and that's the state championship. Yeah, I think it's actually awesome. It brings football to more of a wider thing. Like they said, it's not just for guys. Girls can play. Anybody can play football, and it's a lot of fun. They'll have a game whenever we're practicing, and then whenever we're getting our water break, we're kind of peeking over the fence, watching the game as well, watching them fly around. It's a lot of fun.
So I just want to say with girls flag football, I'm so excited that that's a thing, because I feel like it's mostly a guy sport, and that's what everyone thinks. And I feel like at Red Mountain, everyone's oh yeah, football, but I'm glad there's a flag football team. They can go to that. And at practice, I just loved looking over the fence and seeing wanting to be there to support you guys, but we're at practice obviously, but so cool to see that, hear the intercom, people getting touchdowns, people throwing stuff. It's amazing to see that, and I'm so excited for Red Mountain girls flag football team.
Yeah, I think it's really cool as well. I'm glad that they're finally starting it this year, and I know, like all of them said, we were watching you guys over the fence last year, and it hasn't been official till this year, but yeah, we're all really excited. We'll definitely for sure come and support you guys this year.
Who's the best gamer of you three?
It's definitely me. I remember I've played Carson and Madden a lot of times, and I'm pretty sure I beat you about every time. Yeah, but yeah.
So I would say I'm not the best gamer, but when it comes to Madden and stuff, I'm not really that good. But when it comes to old school stuff like this, I think I take the cake personally. But we'll see what happens.
Personally, I'll scrap in Madden, I'll play those online games and stuff, but the thing I pride in is I'm on that PS5 and I'm rocking Spider-Man, I'm rocking Batman, I'm rocking God of War Ragnarok, I'm rocking those solo games, grinding out, staying all night. I'm reaching that top tier level. It's not always against other people, but I'm sure good at that stuff.
That's good. Anything else you want to add about your team? In the girls' flag football side of it, sounds like you're going to have to break up a practice and look over the fence, or.
Yeah, we'll start with the girls' flag football team. I think it's awesome. Me and Coach Juice, we go way back. We grew up playing all sports together. He's actually an alumni like myself, Red Mountain. He was on our coaching staff for a long time. And he has a passion for not just flag football, but girls in particular. He's got a daughter. And he used to always talk to me about how, dude, you go to these other states, they got these girls are really good. They have co-ed leagues. And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, he's getting a phone call about coaching a high school girls flag team. So it's awesome for him and to me see him build a program like that. And for the girls, we preach all the time, dual sport athletes, and a lot of these girls play other sports. And I think it's cool for them to have another outlet besides just softball or basketball. But yeah, we're excited. We'll definitely be at some games and do our part and be there and support them in any way. As far as last kind of thing about our team, I think Carson said it perfect. Our guys have a chip on their shoulder. They're hungry. A lot of these guys have been part of varsity football for the last 2 years, and we've lost in the semifinals the last 2 years, and they want to get over that hump. They want a chance to they watched in 2019 when we got to play for the 6A state championship, and that's what they want for themselves. And you can see it every day in practice, in the weight rooms. We're there in the mornings. Everything they do, they like to compete. And like what Kyle said, this senior group is kind of slept on. It's just, I think you guys have lost a total of maybe 3 football games in that class at most, maybe 2. And you just don't hear a lot about it. Even on campus, they always think oh, you're missing this guy or that guy. There's nobody bigger than our program right now that we have on our team, and that is huge to me and to these guys. And it's complete credit to this senior class and these 3 captains. They've got everybody bought in and working towards one goal.
Good job, guys. Get your tokens and get out of here. Nicely done. Good job. How's this going? I'm Brad.
Hi, Brad. I'm Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Aaron Coy.
Oh, are you? Yeah. Aaron's great. Yeah.
I'm glad I know her call about stuff.
Yeah, she's great. I think this sounds good.
Yeah, we set it up as good as
Yeah. I don't have the rundown of who's next though. Hey guys, is it? Do we have a second mic or not? Just one? Can we get a second mic or not?
I don't know. I think that's all we got.
Feedback.
Bring the mic stuff.
Feedback.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Hard for us.
All right, no worries.
I don't know who set up the audio. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks good.
The lighting's awful.
Yeah.
We need to bring lights next.
Yeah.
the lighting's bad.
Dobson High School girls flag football. You are at the media podium. Girls Dobson flag football. You're at the podium on deck. Dobson boys football.
I just want to shake your hand before we go back on. Good story, man.
It's good.
This is great.
This is great.
Love it. How about this play?
There's a little bit of stuff going on with ASU and U of A along Hawaii.
Sure. Is it actively happening?
Oh yeah. We need better lighting. That's it. You all right? Yeah, good. No, this is great. Dobson girls flag football. Oh, they're being interviewed big time. I see. Dobson boys, if you're here, come on up, Dobson boys. We'll just get started with the boys' side till the girls get done being famous. Okay, I'll check.
If not, I'll just keep your
Coach here, guys there. All right, Dobson boys are at the podium, girls on deck. Coach, talk a little bit about your team getting started and just some general comments.
We're excited to get after the season. We graduated 25 seniors last year, so we're real excited about our youth coming up, and that's going to have to take the forefront of our team. We've had a really great summer, some of the best participation we've had since I've been there. So it was really good to see that. We're excited about these young men taking the field, and can't wait to get after it.
What do you like most about this team?
I like their unity, the fact that they're locked into what we're trying to accomplish as a whole staff and as a whole program. They're committed to that process, and that's kind of fun to see and watch.
Who do you have here today, Coach? Just go down the line and give a little description on each one and what your expectations are.
I have our slot receiver, Elias Murray, 3-year starter. We have Alan Walsh, running back D-end, a 3-year starter. Tyler Perchesny, he'll be a junior. This will be his 2nd year starting at middle linebacker.
And what each player, if you give a little bit about what you like about them, what they bring to the field, some of the things off the field maybe about them?
Elias has got great energy. He's always moving. He's always leading by example. He's the guy that everybody looks to set the standard. I love watching him around campus because he's one of our brainiacs and he's in all AP classes and doesn't complain about it at all and just grinds. So it's awesome. Alan came to us from Tucson as his middle of his freshman year, and Alan has proven that he's our workhorse. And he's probably the clown of the group. When we go to the locker room, he's always doing something kind of fun out there. Tyler's another young man that he's going to lead this junior class. He's the hardest worker. He's the meathead of our group. You can't get him out of the weight room, and on top of that, out in the classroom, he's an AP kid as well too. So
that's great. Down the line we go. What do you like most about this team? Pass it down.
What I like most about this team is the fact that we're so young. It really allows. Is that my fault? Okay. The fact that we're so young, it allows us to really mold the young guys into the team we want them to be for the next 4 years. So it's like starting with a blank canvas allows us to do a lot with the young guys.
What I like about the team, You're good. What I like about the team is that we have only a few seniors and everyone's being a leader and leading an example for the younger class leading ahead.
I just feel like we're a very tight group. We're all united. Like this year we've got together, worked out together, and just a lot closer as a group than we've been in previous years.
So I want to know, who's the best gamer of you three? Who's the best gamer? You have these tokens here. Who's going to kill it playing games?
We've already done one game, a racing game, and like on the field, I beat them in that. So.
All right, Elias. It was a fluke game, my first time, so next time, I got it.
Yeah, I'm not much of a gamer, so I might have to give this one to Elias. That was a lucky game.
Yeah. This year, there's girls flag football. They're here today. They're being honored. What's it mean to you guys to have your counterparts playing the game?
It's good. It gives us an opportunity to go out and watch them. I know a lot of the girls basketball team is on the girls flag football team, so it gives us a chance to see them show their athletic skills in something other than on the court. It's nice.
Yeah, it's real good. They get to watch us, and we get to go watch them and support them, and then them show out.
I feel like it's just great for campus, like our spirits are up and they're just doing great. And I just feel like flag football is such a rising sport and becoming such a big part of our state.
All right, Coach, anything else about your team you want to add? And I wanted the question for you about flag football coming on board now.
So the flag football is a great idea. I love the fact that we're doing this last year during their trial period with the AIA, see if they wanted to do it. I know we got all excited. The boys just loved coming out and watched them. We actually took off our football class and went over and watched them during their tournament last season, and I know the boys got a big kick out of it, and it was real fun watching these girls excel at football and find out how great this game of football really is. Something I'm looking forward to this season is I'm looking forward to watching Elias Elias has been a two-way player. This year we're going to focus only on offense with him, so I'm really excited to see his skill set on display this senior year. Also really excited to watch these young sophomores that are going to have to step into the role of playing and starting, how they handle that and watching them mature and grow.
Good luck. Thanks for coming up, guys. Go play. Good job. Up next, Dobson girls flag football. Girls flag football, Dobson. Okay, that's fine. Come on up. Brad.
Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Dobson girls flag football, and then we'll have a brief break. Let's start with Coach Joe. Some general comments about your team coming into your first season and the girls now being an official AIA sport.
So last year I got the opportunity to coach girls flag because I had to step away from lower levels of football due to my position at school. But it was really good. I reached out to a lot of softball girls, coach softball, of course basketball, like they said. Got a group out there to fill the squad. We were able to adapt to the game, which I played in many rec leagues, police games, and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun, very competitive. We adjusted to how this league was presented last year for MPS district, and now this year we're going to adapt to how AIA is bringing it with kickoffs and stuff. So we're going to adjust kind of that, going back to the triple threat flags and stuff. But at least our main core of the girls are returning. I only had 3 seniors that left. One of them was a quarterback, so we'll get somebody else to throw. But I got some ballers right here that are ready to go.
Who do you have here? Talk about their position, what they bring to the team.
All right, so right here first is Emily. She played center for us and just a big motivator. And then she's a junior this year. Bella Jensen here in the middle. Played kind of like our middle linebacker, and then kind of like our Y. Like she was on both sides of the ball. We were fortunate enough to have the Cardinals involved with our season last year. She got player of the game during one of our games, and so it was really cool to see that, how the Cardinals came out to recognize all the girls, and that was fun. And at the end there, I got Mariah Caldwell, who's like another two-way player, plays like corner receiver for me. So these are girls that I've coached in other sports, been around and reached out, and they've helped establish what we're bringing here, and then we're going to grow big this year. So
what do you like most about your team right now?
What I like is that they just came out, embraced the game, and had a lot of fun. So we probably weren't the most conditioned team because I'm kind of lax on that because it was kind of hot, but they came out and put in, adjusted to the game, represented our school. We had great competition, and we won some games, we lost, but it was adjusting to it. We adapted and dealt with every adversity we could, but we competed and represented.
So let's go down the line. This is the first year for this sport. You guys are pioneers as an AIA sport. You can tell your kids years from now that you were year number 1. What does this mean that it is now finally here and it's official? It's not just something that's, well, let's see if it works out.
I mean, I'm really excited to see how this year goes. Like last year was like a tryout run, but I mean this year it's like all 4, and I'm like really excited to see all the girls who come out and all the returning girls who I played with last year. And I mean, the team is just great. I love all the girls, and I'm just really excited to put everything together this year.
It's a great feeling. I'm just really excited that our sport is official now. It's not just a trial sport, and I'm excited to see our improvement this year.
To me, personally, it feels like an honor because a lot of girls feel like they can't play specific sports because it's not made for them, but this sport specifically is made for everyone and every individual, and this will definitely bring up your confidence and boost, and you get to find your family and your friends, and you get to play at school, so you have lifelong friends, and you get to learn something.
Keep it down there and bring it back. Who's the best skater here?
So I actually only played 1 game, and it was a bowling game. So I didn't even get to finish it, but I don't know.
Me. I guess Bella's the one. I don't know. I don't personally play games like that.
Coach, when you look at like scheduling, the heat, the time of days, your games are not going to be played on Friday nights, right? And so working through the scheduling for the girls to watch the boys watch the girls. I heard earlier from Red Mountain that both sides are so excited to see them. The boys up here for Dobson, excited to see you guys play. Do you factor that in like practice schedules and making sure they're there on Friday nights? They'd be there probably anyways.
Yeah, they'll definitely have an opportunity to be on Friday nights. Our games are Tuesday, Thursdays. I'm going to help out with freshmen boys, so that's on a Wednesday. So we're going to be adjusting our schedule a lot. They're going to have to wait till after school when I'm done with that practice and my role at the school and security. So, but as long as they're staying hydrated, come out, we can get a lot of work done, and we're going to be able to support everything that we've been. So we're going to represent our school, definitely support. We got kids that are involved with other activities like student council and all that stuff. So they're out there promoting the games, especially when it comes to home games. So we're trying to fill the stands because that's usually what we like to do. They need the support. You know, wins or loss, like we're out there to support Dobson. We love Dobson, or else, you know, like I said, it's all about Dobson. We bleed blue, and we're ready to go.
Good job, guys. Go play games. Good job there. All right. We will step aside for a few minutes. Up next, in about 5 minutes, we'll have Westwood boys, Westwood girls, Westwood boys, Westwood girls to the podium.
That looks a lot better.
Right here. Westwood boys, Westwood head coach, Westwood girls on deck. Westwood boys. Coming up shortly will be Westwood girls flag, then Mesa, Skyline, Mountain View in that order. Coach, take the microphone away. Just a little bit about your team.
All right, we are right in the thick of it, getting after it. We've had 3 or 4 practices now, and guys are doing a great job, and we're looking forward to getting the season going.
What do you like most about this team?
We have a great mix of young guys that are coming up, and a bunch of guys that played big roles last year, and we're just trying to figure out who's gonna step up and who's gonna make big plays for us.
Who do you have here? Talk about their position and a little bit about each player.
Yep, so right here next to me we have Jordan Hanks. He's our quarterback. He's a senior. Jordan played quarterback for us last year, had a great year. So he has some experience, and he's going to carry a heavy load for us on the offensive side of the ball. Next to Jordan, we have Roper Reedhead. Roper's a senior linebacker. Roper started every game for us last year as well. Last year he played outside backer, but this year he's moving on the inside, and we're expecting big things from Roper. And then Anthony Azul is a senior outside linebacker, and Anthony started for us last year as well. He played mostly DN last year, but we've moved him to an outside linebacker position, and all of these guys are great leaders, and were voted by their team as captains, and we're expecting big things from them.
Okay. let's pass the microphone down. When you guys talk, put the mic pretty close to your mouth. And just general thoughts on the team this year.
Yeah, so going into last year, we had a huge brand new coaching staff to get used to, an entirely new playbook to also, become new to. And so we spent the entire year learning that, becoming a family and coming closer, and then coming into this next year as some of the other guys were asking, we're able to really turn on to each other as more family instead of, strangers and just teammates. And that has really let us come together and kind of just feed off each other's energy as we go into and approach this next year. So.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the season. All the new players coming up, they have really good energy, really good effort going into practice and everything. It looks good. Very excited. That's about it.
I'm really excited for the new season, especially with Basha as our first game. It's really going to break us in for the season and prepare us for teams. And like last season, it was like a lot of mental mistakes and small errors that we made during the game that we can fix. And this offseason, I feel like we really fixed those tiny errors that really could have won us the game. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this season.
Who was the best game or moment for you?
I don't really play video games. I'd probably have to say Azul Anthony.
NBA game. I beat Roper in the NBA game. 6-7, 1 point. I still won.
A win is a win.
Girls flag football. This year's the first year of an AIA sport. What's it mean to the campus and the community and from the boys' side of things for all of you?
I just think it's awesome that we're giving these girls an opportunity to go out there and play. Last year they had a short season and they did great, and so I'm excited to see how they do this year and taking the next step as a program and playing in the AIA.
It's awesome, there can't be more chances for each of these women to show their talents, and so that's really great that they're getting an opportunity and just allow, not only for them to come and support us, but for us to, return the favor and go and support them. So super exciting and awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was pretty cool. I didn't really know it was a thing, and then they just all started playing. Hey, want to tell us about football? And I was like, football? What do you care about football? Yeah, we're starting flag football. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's really awesome. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool as well, and it shows that like football is an open sport and can be played by anybody. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right, guys, good job. Anything else you want to add before I get you out of here, Coach, about the season?
No, just thank you for having us here, and thanks for this great event and for giving the Mesa Public Schools this opportunity.
You got it. There is Westwood on the boys' side.
Westwood!
Go hit the games. Got it, guys. Good job. Up next, Westwood girls flag football, followed by Mesa boys. Mesa boys on deck. Westwood girls flag football. That's a grinder up. Nice, man. All right, Westwood girls flag football at the podium. Coach, take it away.
I appreciate you guys having us here. So I wanted first to introduce our girls. We have Charlene Areola. She'll be our captain, linebacker, running back. Shaylin Munoz, our corner, senior. Clarissa Harris, she'll be doing a little bit of everything. So a little tight end, a little linebacker, a little line. And finally, Reagan Cannon, our middle linebacker. So all these girls, second year playing, and I'm glad to have them back.
What's it mean to you to see the sport now officially sanctioned as an AIA sport? Last spring was let's try it out, let's see. You guys are all pioneers in this now. Like, you're the first ones to ever be in this sport. And from a coaching point of view, does it bring some extra juice to you?
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun last year. It was a learning process for us, and I know these girls fought hard to be recognized. And now that they are officially recognized, we got something to work toward. You got a goal, winning a region, winning a state, and I'm excited for them.
Should pass the mic each one. Talk a little bit about year one. Hold the mic up close.
Oh, a little close. The first year was kind of scary. Like, I was like, I never heard of like girls flag football, and then I was like, I'm gonna just give it a try, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like, it was nerve-wracking at first, like our first game stepping on, like we all like, it was 2 weeks in and we already had like a game, and we like barely knew plays either. Like, it was all like challenging, but then after like we got the hang of it, we all got closer as one, and well, how would I say it? I don't know how to say it. I guess it was a good time then. I met new people, got a new experience. What was the question?
Same question. About flag football, what's it going to be playing this year?
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of like, I don't know nothing about football. So it was like kind of weird, like, because I thought it would be like guys football instead of girls football. And I kind of just tried out for fun. And I actually grew really close with all the girls on the team, and they're like my family, and they're like my sisters. And like, I really enjoy playing with everybody. Like, we just gotta communicate in order to win games, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I just think that like we came more towards the end being like a family, because we had our ups and downs, and we were just starting off like they said childish. We weren't in the game, in our mindset and everything. But now I feel like this year we're gonna be more prepared. Probably like less arguing, just because, like I said, we were like childish. So more fun, just trying out, basically.
I think the sport kind of means, like, the sport means to me like something fun. Like, I wanted to be in a sport in school, and I heard about this because my mom told me, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I tried out. And like, as a team, we grew super close, and I made some memories that I'm glad I got to make. And I'm excited this year to like make more memories with those people before like they graduate and things like that. And that's pretty much it.
So, down there, you might be closer. For all four of you, when you tell people you play girls flag football, do they kind of laugh? Do they think it's cool? Do they start out initially like, really, you're playing flag, and now it's like, oh, that's so cool, you're doing it? Is it cool?
Most of the time when I tell people, they're like really surprised. They're like, oh, there's flag? That's weird. And I'm like, yeah, they started it. It's pretty cool. And then they get more and more interested, and they ask me questions, and like sometimes they want to know like when my games are so they can come and check it out. It's pretty cool. They're like super excited about it. They think it's like, I don't know, like they're glad there's a change. Yeah.
No, yeah. People ask at school when we wear our jerseys, like a couple games. They'd be like, oh, when's this? Or how are you guys feeling about the games and everything? And like my parents were really excited, but at the same time nervous, because they didn't want me to get hurt and everything. So, I mean, every parent's like that, but I mean, it's a new experience. Well, most people would think that flag football, or like football in general, is just for guys, but they don't really see it can be like a unisex sport. Every sport is like unisex, and girls, they're scared to try out because they think it's like regular guys football, but in reality it's like there's so much more than that, and it's so much fun, and like you're gonna meet all the girls from the other team, and you guys like become all like a huge family.
That's cool. That's cool.
At first, like when I would tell people, everyone was like, "Whoa, like girls flag football is a thing," and I was like, "Yeah, like it's actually pretty cool playing it." And then like a lot of girls that I like told, they said, "I wish I had that when I was in high school," and I'm like happy that like girls like flag football is finally being recognized this year, and well, I'm just excited to see what can happen in these past years.
So, I mean, did you ever think you'd be sitting up here with jerseys, cameras, lights, being interviewed? You know, it's a thing. I have to wonder, you guys all have your tokens in front of you. Who's the best gamer among the four of you? All right, Coach, anything else you want to add before I cut you loose?
All good. Thank you guys for having us. Thanks, Mesa Public Schools, and good luck to everybody this year.
Westwood. All right, good job. Mesa, Jackrabbits boys, Jackrabbits girls, flag, followed by Skyline and Mountain View. Mesa High, come on up. Jackrabbits flag will be first, followed by Jackrabbits boys. Tackle second. Head coach, right here. Yeah, coach, get your tokens. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You're into it. We have the Jackrabbits of Mesa now on live stream, and also for media needing Mesa one token. That's so great. Coach, talk a little bit about your team and the expectations here in year one of it now being a certified sport. We knew about last spring, but now looking ahead to year number one, expectations.
Expectations. We got a rock solid group of girls coming back last year for the inaugural Mesa sport that we put together. We did really well, and a lot of returners. I think it's going to be a really good season for us. I have high expectations.
Okay, who do you have here with you today, Coach? A little bit about each player, their position, and what they bring to the team.
I got Anaya Packer to my right, and then I got Marilyn Muniz, and I got Leah Alcala. Anaya Packer is going to be center receiver. We got Marilyn, which will be running back, wide receiver, and we got Leah Alcala, and she does it all. She'll be our quarterback and running back and wide receiver, and they all are defensive animals as well.
Wow. What do you like most about this team?
They are gritty. They're going to get after it. They work hard. They have huge character on and off the field. They work hard in the classroom. They do it all. These are great young ladies.
Okay, so let's pass the mic down the line. Let's talk a little bit about year number one. You guys are real pioneers. This is the first time in the history of Arizona high school football that players are doing flag football. Ladies are doing it. So just a little bit about that in year number one.
I think year number one was amazing. I feel like now that it's kind of official, it gives us, I feel like more girls at our school now are willing to try and willing to try out for it. And overall, it's a big impact, especially now that it's official. Like, it's for real now. So that's what I got.
About year number one? I really liked year number one. I feel like it really brought out people who were like more willing to, I don't know, like stand out and do things like they weren't embarrassed to. Sorry. I really liked it. It was fun. Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun. It was really cool being able to play a new sport, especially when it's like brand new. We were the first girls to play at our school. I think it was really fun. Got to figure out the rules and stuff, figure out how to like receive and stuff, because a lot of us like never played flag football before. So it was really fun learning and just like working together as a team.
People down there, you guys watch football in
yeah. So like before last year, I didn't really understand football fully. So like playing like really helped me understand it.
Yeah, I didn't know any football rules or anything before I started playing. So like now when I watch, like, cause I go to a lot of the football games at our school, and now when I watch, I actually know what's going on and like why people cheer and stuff like that.
I feel like before I would watch football, but it was mostly just to connect with my dad. And now watching football, I think I watched the Super Bowl for the first time, and like actually knew it was happening, and I wasn't there just for the commercials. And I think that I was noticing things, and I was like, that's not allowed in flag. Like we're not allowed to do that. What is happening? And then I was like, oh my goodness, like it's like. It's different, but there's a lot of similarities, and it's overall. I can now talk to my dad now and be like, "Hey, I know that guy."
Who's the best gamer among you three?
Like, what do you mean gamer? Like, it's gotta be me. Honestly.
Oh wait, at what? At games, like video games. At video games?
It's gotta be more. Do you see how you use the mic?
Me, I guess.
No way.
I don't know. I'm really good at Pac-Man. I like it.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
Okay,
Leah too.
Yeah, look at this. Come on.
I think it's more, 100%. Even the racing game, watching you guys play.
It's gotta be me.
I'm just gonna say I'm the best gamer. Trust. Maybe not arcades, but anything else, I'll beat you.
All right, you guys are goofs, which is great. High school kids having fun at an arcade. Coach, anything you want to add about your team before I cut you all loose?
You can see the competitive nature of these ladies, so it's going to carry over on the field. Yeah.
Good luck this year. Mesa Jackrabbits. Girls flag, good job. Go play your games. Next up, Mesa boys at the podium. Skyline girls flag, Skyline boys on deck, followed by Mountain View. You guys have a tough act to follow, okay?
Yeah, we do. I don't know if we're going to have
Tough act to follow. Those guys are a bunch of nitwits. Boy, they're having fun. All right, Mesa Jackrabbits are here. Coach, take it away. A little bit of opening comments about your team in the coming season.
This year, obviously, the biggest thing, the goals these seniors have set is just kind of capitalizing on what we did last year. Going to the playoffs for the first time in about 12 years and winning a playoff game in 6A was a big accomplishment for our program. But now now that's the expectation. And so obviously we open with Red Mountain, Mesa School. So obviously it's a rematch from last year's playoff game. So obviously we have, that second half was not good. So we are excited about the opportunity to play them and looking forward to having a very good season and getting back to the playoffs and, building the culture and the winning program that Mesa is history's about.
Right. What do you like most about this team?
Honestly, is these seniors. They're really my first class that's really had me the whole time. Last year's class saw a little bit of the old guard, but these guys have known me even in 8th grade, and so to watch them grow up over the last 5 years has been really cool. Makai Peters to my right, and then obviously Junior and Ty. These guys led the state and won in interceptions, rushing, and then Ty was just an animal on the defensive line. And so their leadership and what their expectations and their competitiveness is what I'm most excited about this season for.
If you could drill down a little bit on each one of them and what they're bringing on field, off the field, what they're involved in, and what you see out of each one of them individually.
Makai, he's got a 4.8 GPA. He plays the game within the game is probably the biggest thing I love about him. He knows how to just do all the little things and then take that little advantage when he can take it. And he reads the game well. The game slows down for him, and that's why I think he had 8 interceptions last year. Junior, and obviously Makai, he's going to do it all because he plays offense and defense. Junior, he really came into his own last year, rushed for over 1,000 yards. His sophomore year and how he grew up is just to his junior year, and I'm just excited to watch him hit the ground running game 1. And he's another guy's 3.7 GPA. And then Ty Hayward, this kid's overcome so many
things adversity-wise, and the fact that he's still here at Mesa and wants to finish his career here at Mesa is just a testament to his resiliency, and just I'm so glad to have these guys as leaders on our team.
All right, down the line we go. A little bit about this coming season, what you're expecting, what do you like about the team, your teammates. Take it away.
Okay, so this next coming season, we're expecting a lot out of ourselves. We got a good returning group. We have like 15 returning starters, so we're expecting good football no matter what. I'm really excited about just playing my senior season with all my boys and finishing out high school strong.
Yeah, like Makai said, just coming back and having returning seniors and our returning starters, I just feel like we're going to win our region again this year, go to playoffs, and I feel like nothing can stop us as long as we stay family the way we are, keep the Mesa pride, and just keep going. We could do anything that we want to do.
Yeah, like they said, I feel like our team we're underdogs, and so I feel like we have that underdog mentality, so we have to beat everyone to show that, to gain respect. And I feel like we all have a chip on our shoulder, especially me. And I feel like if our team is disciplined and have that consistency, we're ready to win and be able to show every team that we're not to be played with in our class under us are ready to compete.
Put the mic down there. Girls flag football starts this year.
Yes.
You guys got a thought on it? The ladies playing?
Yes, we're gonna come to every game.
Yeah, we're going to support our ladies. You know, they're going to do great things. I know that.
I'm excited about it because now everyone else in the school is going to know the rules to the football game and not just cheer because everyone else is cheering. They're going to know what they're cheering for.
Who's the best gamer among you three?
Nah.
What's the game? You got the tokens. What are you going to take him at over there? What game are you going to take him on?
Any game. Honestly, it probably depends on the game between the three of us.
Techno Bowl? Oh, okay. Old school. Anything else you want to add about your team?
Honestly, we're just excited about another year, another opportunity to. These guys were COVID guys, so they didn't get their freshman year. So it was, it's interesting to when you look back and go, golly, these were the freshman guys I didn't get to know because everything was so segregated. And so it's just the relationship I've gotten to know with these guys the last 3 years has just been really cool, and just excited watching them perform.
Good job, guys. Go Jacks. Go Rabbits. Take your tokens and go play. Well done. That is Mesa. And up next, we have Skyline. Skyline girls. Come on in. First, we have a picture. Oh, you want me in it?
The girls will sit out.
Hang on, Skyline. Got a photo. Photo op.
Everything for social media. Right, area.
Come on ahead.
All right, smile. Perfect.
Good job, Mesa. Skyline girls, followed by Skyline boys, then Mountain View. Skyline girls. Coach will be here. Followed by Skyline boys.
Hi, Brad. Greg, call him.
Hey, Greg, nice meeting you.
Right.
Yeah, it is. You guys got bright lights on you. I like it. Here we go. Let's just start out, Coach. A little bit about your team and the expectations coming into the season. What do you like about the squad?
So for the start of the year, this is the first year I'm coaching, actually. We have a lot of good ladies, very intelligent young ladies, very hardworking. I think Jody's like fourth in the class.
Abby's like 7th in the class, and then we have Chelsea, who has a high like 3.8. So we got very intelligent young ladies, very active. They run track for me, so I'm a track coach prior, so I brought them over to football. I'm very excited about this year. I have a lot of girls who are interested. They've been recruiting a lot of girls from out the school to be active in the sports, especially since it became a AIA sport. So this year is going to be some growing. We have a lot of young ladies out there, sophomore, juniors, even some freshmen. But I think we're going to take the next step and continue to build and have a pretty successful season.
How do you feel about participation? What are your numbers like right now? And how do you recruit? You guys go recruit players to come out and help? Yeah.
So we have about 11 to 15 girls right now. We're going to continue to build on that. Like I said, it's something that's very new to the school. We had a season last year, but it was, something that we were building on. But I think we're going to grow pretty well, especially once the girls come out and see how organized it is, get the coaching, really understand football. I'm sure you understand. Once you really understand the game, then you really pique that interest in it, right? When you don't know, it's not really that interesting to you, but I think the more girls start to learn about it, the more competitive they're going to be about it, and the more participation, the more girls are going to come out.
So for the three of you, we'll just pass the microphone down. What does it mean to you to be trendsetters? Like, this is the first year of this sport ever being certified. Last spring was a test run. You went through it. But now it's for real, and now there's championships and all that. What does it mean to each one of you?
I think it's something really big, and we have to take a lot of responsibility going into it and hold each other accountable, because we're setting kind of this mindset for the future generations and everything. But I'm really excited. I'm excited to play with all my friends and build this community and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. It's like building a foundation, and even the freshmen that are coming out this year, it's just great knowing that when they're seniors, it's off the program that we were able to help start, and just give them the motivation to keep going and just to never quit. So, and I'm glad that I get to, like she said, play with these girls and enjoy our senior year.
I think that it helps show other girls that football isn't for just boys, that we can get on the field and have fun and play rough, and that it's okay to try other sports, especially since this is so new and nobody wants to be the person that's the first person to get tossed around and having to catch a ball. So I think that it gives the opportunity for other girls to be maybe I can try.
What's it been like on campus, or just in your friend group community when you say, I'm playing football?
I mention it every time I'm asked. When teachers ask, what sports do you play? Flag football and track. When my friends ask what I have planned for this semester, flag football. You should join, you should come out, because it is something that I enjoy. It's something that I feel like all the girls can enjoy. It's an outlet. It's somewhere you can get your stress out, somewhere you can have fun, but when it's time to get serious, you're able to.
I know definitely when flag football started, not a lot of people knew about it until I was just in class, and they're like, oh, well, what sport do you have to go to? I was like, flag football. And I know all the guys in the group were like, you do football? So it's good. It's an eye-opener to start building up new sports for girls, and to be able to help lead them one day to be where I'm at and be a senior, and being able to help the freshmen that when they're senior and they're helping freshmen. So it's good.
I think it's funny because my brother Daniel, he was actually a cheerleader and I was the football player. So it was really funny, but I really liked having football, not just during powder puffs when you could do that, and having an actual sport. I think that's a lot of fun. I think a lot of girls can have fun with it.
Who's the best gamer among you three? That'd be, it's not even a debate. All right. Well, take your tokens. Anything else, Coach, you want to add about the coming season?
We're just looking forward to really building on a strong foundation, continue to get the word out there, getting more girls involved, giving them, like Chelsea said, an outlet, a positive outlet, being more connected to the community, and just trying to build the culture more so for Skyline.
Good job. There you go, Skyline. You are done. Go play your games. Good job up here at the podium. Nicely done. All right, Skyline boys, come on up. Coach.
Brad, sit back. Hi, Adam. Good to see you.
Skyline boys are now at the podium. Coach, some opening comments about your coming season.
Sure. We're 5-5 last year. We're looking to build on that success, equaling the amount of wins we had the previous 3 years before I was there last year. We're looking on building on success, leaning on our seniors for their leadership. We're senior heavy. A lot of our starters are coming back, and we just really want to continue, what we started last year. And I know they're hungry to be better and go further. And the first step is chasing that regional title and getting the state tournament.
What do you like most about this team coming into the season?
Definitely our senior leadership. It is we are definitely player led, and that's a credit to them buying into what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. There's times I don't have to do the discipline. They'll stop practice, say that's not good enough, and we'll redo it, or they'll come up with something that we need to do differently to discipline. So it's definitely player led, which is great because it gives us time to do other things and focus our efforts on other aspects that need to improve, not just the discipline and just a commitment to excellence.
Why don't you go through each player, what they're involved in off the field that you see, and on the field, academics, athletics, and each player that you have up here.
Yeah, again, I'm just going to go Randy Brantley. He's our quarterback. He is definitely a campus leader, and all 3 of these guys are our campus leaders, and that's one thing that we strive is that I want them to be not only excellent football players but excellent students. They sit in the front of the classrooms. Jordan Blake, he's playing running back for us, a little bit of defense in a safety position, and then David Parra, he's our quick tackle, he'll end up playing a little bit of defense as well in the D line. But like I said, we demand them to be great kids, not only on the field but in the community, and we're servants to our community. So we want to be able to put back well-rounded men after they get done with football, and it's that way they can be they can help society in a positive manner.
Let's go right down the list, guys. Just talk about the upcoming season, expectations. What do you 3 leaders see out of this team?
I see a totally different team this year. We've put in a lot of off-season work. Our teams are starting to click now, and I think everybody better watch out for Skyline football because it's a lot different this year for sure. I love the team leadership by everybody. Everybody's buying in, and it has a lot to do with our awesome head coach. He's been putting us in the best situations every single play.
I see a great season for this upcoming season, and I can't wait for August 25th till it starts. It's about our last season together, me and the boys. I think some great things are going to come out of this season, and I just can't wait.
Well, I'm definitely excited. Our quarterback, our running back, the line, it's going to be a great season. Everybody's coming different. Everybody been putting in the work, holding each other accountable, and it's a different year. It's going to be great.
The microphone down there. A lot of 2 unflagged football girls.
Flag football, I mean, it's great. I mean, we gonna be there to support. We're gonna definitely be there, you know, cheering them on. I think it's great. Like they said, it's an outlet. It's an outlet for the girls.
I'm actually pretty excited for flag football. They're there at our games to cheer us on, so I think it's only right that we're there to cheer them on and wish them the best on their season, and hopefully they can win a title too.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Like this said, I'm definitely going to be there to cheer them on. Actually, last year I coached a bit of powder puff, but it's a really good time out there. So.
Who's the best gamer among the three? Why is he always? None of you can agree on this question today.
Probably not.
If you put money on who's the one?
I beat him in basketball though. I beat him in the NBA.
You beat him in the NBA. Anything else you want to add about your team this year, Coach?
Oh, I'm grateful for our district athletic director for putting this on, and Mesa Public Schools, and for level 1 hosting us, and you know, Chelsea from the girls flag football team. I had her in my weights class. She's a sharp kid, and she would come to me every day and say, what plays can I take to my coach? This was last year. You know, watch out for that girl.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, good job there, guys. Take your tokens, go play, have some fun. Good job, Skyline. We have a photo op with Skyline. Photo op. Come on up, Skyline. Want the girls down front? That's how they did the last one.
You want to sit?
Oh, lead the pack on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Lead the pack. There you go. Good job, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and we finish the podium with Mesa Mountain View. Toros girls flag football first. Toros girls flag football first to the podium. Good job. A little bit would be great. Thank you. Keeps my voice loose. You know what's happened up here is that we've had players that have given all their coins to the coach.
I'm a kid at heart, man. So.
That's it. All right, Mountain View flag at the podium. Coach, a little bit about the start of the season, and it's now official, the AIA sport, and just overall thoughts coming into this year.
Yeah, I think it's kind of been really cool because Mesa Public Schools kind of started this last year with our 6 teams and whatnot. And, you know, next to me I have 3 of the 25 that I'm going to have. Really, really special group. Last year, even better this year as it's getting sanctioned. But we're excited. We've been unofficially been practicing for the last 2 weeks, and just having the girls out there on a daily basis has been pretty cool. So I was a big part of it last year with the whole committee, and doing the whole Super Bowl and trying to work with Rex of Arizona Cardinals to try to get this happen, and it's done. So we're excited.
What do you like most about this team coming into this season?
First off, we're returning a good amount of girls. We were actually talking about who's going to play, where do we have positions. These 3 girls will probably play on both sides of the ball. And that's just a testament of how athletic these girls are and how competitive they are. But really, it's different. I'm a head baseball coach as well. Girls they're just as competitive, if not more, and they're physical as well. So I'm excited to see that this year.
All right, right down the line, who do you have here? What are they playing? What are they involved in? Some general thoughts on each one of these 3.
Yeah, so a lot of our girls play multi-sports. We got Sarah Popieglo, basketball player, Larissa Skinner, soccer player, and Tessa Christensen, soccer player. Again, all 3 of them are eventually going to play both sides of the ball, but offensively, she was my center last year. She played on our defense, and Tessa was one of our safeties as well. So good group of girls up here.
All right, pass the mic down. This question will all three be taken. It's year one of a sport that's never been certified by the AIA before. So you guys are really trendsetters with the front end of it. What does that mean to you guys?
I think it means a lot. It means a lot to us. We're really excited to be the first girls who ever played flag football as an actual sport. It's really a privilege. We're really excited.
I'm really excited. I think that it will bring more girls, and I think that the better that our teams get, the more we bring in, and I think that's like the goal of this, and it's really competitive and super fun.
I think it's really cool. That's all I have to say.
Good answer. If you guys were to talk about in your friend groups, when you tell your friend groups, your teachers, church, whatever, that you're playing football, it doesn't matter if it's flag football, you're playing football, what do they say?
They just look at me and they think it's awesome. They're like, wait, like, since when, like, was this ever a thing? And I don't know, it's great. They're excited for me, and I think when I talk about it to my friends, I think we're bringing in more people because it's a new thing and they just want to try it out.
I definitely think it's a conversation starter. It definitely has more questions, but it's super cool because they know that when we talk to them, people, our friends, they know we're competitive, and they can see that flag football works for us.
My friends think that it's super cool, and I think I talked most of them into trying out this year. So.
Have you learned any more football or watch it differently now that you guys are playing? Do you watch football?
You want to answer that? Yeah. I would say yes. I grew up watching football with my family, so I kind of knew, but the rules were a little different with flag, so I think that it kind of changed my perspective a little bit.
It definitely changed my perspective. Like, watching it and then actually being in it and then watching it again is completely different. I definitely think that I understand how hard it is. It is hard because it's not just throwing and catching a ball. There's a lot more to that, but I think that it makes you focus more about it.
My dad's into football. When he would put it on the TV, I mean, we'd all just watch it with our family, and I was just watching it. Or I'd go like to the football games, watch the boys, and I was like, oh, touchdown, let's go. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. So when I started football, I was kind of like, I don't know, I know what a touchdown is, but that's about it. For me, my perspective has completely changed too, and I know what's going on now, and it's awesome. I love it.
Who's the best gamer on your team?
The best
gamer?
Oh, definitely Tessa.
I say.
Anything else, Coach, you want to add about your team?
No, Tommy Eubanks, thank you very much. Joe Goodman, I appreciate you allowing these girls to come out. And thank you, AIA, for doing this for these girls. We're excited, we're pumped, and I think the East Valley region will be out there when the state tournament comes around.
Fun. Good job, Mountain View. Nicely done, girls. Don't forget your tokens. Go.
Hey girls, are you getting the boys on now, right?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and just take a whole group picture before they get away.
What's up, boys? Come up. Mountain View boys, photo op. Girls, in your seats for the photo op so they can fit you all in. I'm out of your photo.
Get in there, Brad.
All right, good job. Yeah, sure. Good luck this year. Thank you. Mountain View, let's have Coach down here. Put the tokens out. If I would have told you 20 years ago, you and I'd be sitting here doing a media day. Yeah, right? It's like, hey, by the way, you're going to be in Mountain View, and I'm still going to be doing TV. I hope I have your longevity. Yeah, right? Good seeing you. All right, we have Mountain View boys. Coach, some general thoughts on the season. Now it's here, and what you like about the team, and take it away.
Yeah, we're excited about the 2023 season. Just really love the group of guys that we have in our program. It's been a great off season for us. I feel that we've put a lot of good work in, but I love the character and the chemistry that I think that we're showing within our program, and hopefully we can apply that to the field.
What do you like most about this team, Joe, coming into the season?
I like the character of the young men that we have. We've really tried to emphasize, you know, at Mountain View, it's more than a game to us. And so who we are off the field is equally or more important to who we are on the field. So just that commitment of trying to, you know, be good guys, obeying the rules, doing what we're supposed to do, being where we're supposed to be. I think we have a group of young men in our program that are really striving to do that.
Why don't you go down the list on each one of your players? I'll give you the mic and a little bit about them, the positions, what your thoughts are on field, off field with them.
Yeah, sure. So I'll start with Taylor Bingham. Taylor Bingham, going to be a senior. All three of these guys are seniors here with us today. A returning starter on our offensive line. Great young man, great leader. Runs the show for us. Going to play center for us, but can play all the other positions. And even could play defensive line for us as well. So really excited for Taylor's senior year and the leadership that he brings. This is Hawden Marks. Hawden, a returning starter for us as a wide receiver. Great in the slot, can play all the different positions as well, and a really good route runner, great leader, great hands, and someone that we're really counting on to lead our offense this year. And then we have Porter Hunt. Porter, great experience last year for us, played quite a bit for us as a backup tight end. Will play a lot more tight end for us this year. Going to be one of our starters on the defensive line. Just a great player, but I think he's got a great skill and a great future as a long snapper, one of his great abilities. But all three of these guys are really kind of the epitome of what we're trying to build a program around and kind of who they are off the field and what they stand for.
We're going to pass the mic down to you guys. A little bit about the team, what you see, what you like coming into this season, some general thoughts.
I really like that we have a lot more guys that are committed to the team. We have a lot more guys that want to be here rather than want to play for themselves. Just overall, more commitment and more bought in as a collective group rather than individuals.
Yeah, like he said, more commitment in general, just all over. The younger guys, more committed, and just the amount of energy that we have this year, just during the off season, 7th season, we're just flying around to the ball, flying with great energy, just playing our game.
Yeah, I think second that we're all working pretty hard in the weight room and working together, coming as one unit and working as a good team. It's kind of just a new thing for us, but it's pretty fun to come out to some of the games and cheer on the girls.
Yeah, I like watching the girls flag football, you know, seeing their different perspectives on how to like play the game, how the game's played, you know, what to do, how to do it, you know, just their perspective of the game is just, I like to see it, so.
Yeah, it's really cool to see them out there because I grew up with a whole bunch of sisters and all of them out there in the yard playing football with us, and so now actually being able to have a team and go out there and play, I think that's really cool.
Like video games? Or like?
Hawden?
Yeah, I whipped his butt in shooting games.
All right. Anything else about this team, Joe, that you want to add before we wrap it up?
you know what? It's an honor to be at Mountain View. We love Mountain View. I feel extremely fortunate to be able to coach at Mountain View. This is the community that I grew up in. It's where I went to high school. It's where I played, and it's awesome to represent Mountain View here with Mesa Public Schools. It's a great district. A lot of other great schools here. So excited to be here with these guys and what we're trying to establish, and look forward to seeing what we can do.
Good luck this year, guys. Go play your games. Coach, thanks. That will wrap it up here at the podium.
I was able to help out with the lighting of the whole better guys. It's great.